We are
Yeah.
live, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully,
Happy.
hopefully we're live. I
Hopefully,
had two
we.
attempts.
Yes.
It looked like Restream wanted CM here. The live couldn't start without CM. We tried to start, but we just couldn't CM. So good to have you here, CM. We just need you on these lives for the good laughs, the good education, all the good things. So hopefully we're not gonna get disconnected again. Anyways, good to have everyone here. We're gonna have another beautiful show, the Crypto Mindset Show over here. CM, we're getting a little bounce, a little bounce. What are you thinking about this little bounce over here?
Rubbish, man. Absolute rubbish. Today, live, we're going to talk mainly on ZBCN price prediction for 2025 and also 2026. We're going to speculate about ZBCN, all the Bitcoin garbage shit is not really, we're going to look at it, but I'm bearish. I'm bearish on it. So yeah, let's talk ZBCN, man. The people are really they love ZBCN. They hate Bitcoin, so we don't like Bitcoin as well. Let's look on ZBCN. Let's look on ZBCN. Price prediction for 2020 was expecting a big move up, but it failed to break out. We'll see, man. We'll see if Bitcoin can pull it off, and continue higher. Zebek will probably continue. But if Bitcoin cannot go higher, we're talking above 120K or, something like that, there is a low probability that Zebek will explode in 2025. It might need to correct, in the remaining of the year, maybe into 2026, and then we're gonna see the Zebek almighty bull run. So yeah, we were expecting a breakout. We're gonna get a breakout of this triangle very very soon. In the next this quarter, this triangle breaking out, whether to the downside or to the upside, and then we're gonna take it from there. At the moment, it looks a bit heavy, but we are open-minded for bullishness once we see it. At the moment, there is no evidence of any bullishness in Zedek chart. Really, that's the truth, man. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it. Look, the reality right now in the crypto market is it's just choppy. Okay, it's just choppy. Myself, for example, I'm not engaging with the market too much anymore. I don't see any high probability trades right now. It's very random. And whenever I see a lot of randomness and things not working, you can try something and kind of iffy starts but goes back into range. So that's where the mental capital gets depleted a little bit, okay? Because you always try to engage. It's like pressing on the gas while you're in neutral. That's not something that I like doing, okay? So definitely something that is happening right now, because the market is very uncertain, right? All the participants are just they don't know, are we bullish, are we bearish, are we going to go down, are we going to break up? A lot of, and I'm talking about major players, not talking about your average Joe at home, holding Kaspa or ZBC because they don't care about price fluctuation. Okay, look, I'm with you about ZBCN. If we go down specifically on ZBCN, there's one specific line right now that I'm watching, CM. It's this line. Okay, this is a 35 area. Okay, you can see it was support and resistance for quite some time. Here it was support on this level, support on this level, support on this level, somewhat of resistance here, resistance, then support. Above it we had some beautiful trades. By the way, this was a good trade we took in the past over here. I think it was like a 70 percentile move in a couple of days. Yeah, 70%. Then we got support yet again here, yet again here, yet again here on this candle. This for me is non-existent right now because it's just a liquidation event over here. For me, it's not real, so I don't regard this. And again, right now we're getting support from this level. Okay, so for me, it's not anymore about this triangle. It's about just this support level. Okay, if this level breaks down, I see high probability short okay, that can go down and whatever. I don't know where it can go. I'm not going to try to predict how low it can go. Will it go to, 2.5 area or even lower? I have no idea, okay? However, okay, if this line is supported, okay, and will not break down, then, and it continues up miraculously, Bitcoin is recovering and somehow it will do this, and then we'll break out of, let's call it the upper bound, diagonal trend line, then that can be interesting. Okay. Now I know people are just, hey, but you're not giving me a straight answer. And of course, I'm not going to give a straight answer because no one knows the future. We need to let the evidence guide us, right? That's the difference between us and every other, person on YouTube. Just say, hey, ZBCN and Kaspa, they're going to do 10x, 10x here, 10x there. No, that's not how we operate. We operate by data, we operate by scenarios, and that's what I'm seeing on ZBCN. I mean that 3.5 area, the 35 CM 0035, that's kind of the last stronghold for ZBCN, at least in my books. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is fighting. It is fighting for its neck over there. We shall see. Let's look on the scammy Bitcoin, and then we look on the guys' questions here. We have some questions, guys. Do us a favor, smash the like, subscribe, and also drop a question now because we're gonna make it a short live today.
Yeah.
Let's look on Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is bouncing now. Okay, you have a little bounce. It's in a washing machine. Bitcoin is getting it's thrown in a washing machine, just like you say. At the moment now, it's extremely choppy. Me as well. I'm taking a step back. I have few little trades. Pookie, just to have a little bit of maybe if you get a dump, my short will print. If not, I'll get stopped out now. Biggie. It out, man. I'm waiting for the move to be completed. Well, also Bitcoin is like if you look on here, kind of like in a squeeze kind of a, he here. Okay, we'll see if it breaks out. Might get a bounce. If we break down from here, that's bearish. If it breaks down from here, if it loses that level, that could be very bearish for Bitcoin because it could be continuation of the first leg down. You see, that was the first flash down. This whole thing is like continuation, and bam, another smack in the face that will probably, if it's gonna be big enough, it will trigger the bear market. If it's gonna drop below the 100K and stay below it, it will trigger the bear market, and that's gonna be the end of it. So it's gonna be very interesting days ahead. CPI on Friday, that's what I heard, and we have the FOMC on the 29th. Okay, very, very, very important 6 days ahead. We have the stock market at resistance. It can be nasty. There is a risk of a pullback at some point, of a dump.
Yeah. Look, CM, I'm going to introduce to our beautiful viewers the poop man. This is the poo-poo. This is the dump. Okay. You know what these are? Each of these red candle is a down day on huge volume. Okay, down day on huge volume. Now, which chart is this? This is the Bitcoin chart. You can see that on each one of these days. I'm gonna mark these so you can actually see them. Each one of these days, okay, you had abnormal, okay, selling pressure, abnormal selling pressure. On my books, CM, why don't anyone see us for some reason?
What?
On my books, yeah, now on my books, CM, all these poo-poo thing over here. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna all this is a William O'Neill type distribution, clues. Every time you get this poo-poo, man, you get a big red day with huge, huge, huge volume. Okay, that's something that in my books is clear distribution, meaning there's a lot of selling pressure, and I just don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. Even if you are a long-term investor, and I have a long-term, bucket, for example, for Bitcoin. I'm leaning towards big players are selling right now because you saw it. This is the evidence. When you look at the charts, you look at the down day, you look at the volume, CM. the volume is showing us right now that it's just picking up on down days. That's a clear, distribution sign by William O'Neill. That's, one of his clues for distribution. I just don't like it. I just don't like it anymore. Anyways, that's what we have for Bitcoin. That's how we are operating. We're very much on the cautious side right now. As CM said, it's the washing machine. Mr. Moroccan Kaito is saying the only two Ponzi's he's holding are Toshi and SPX 6900. Please tell me I'm cooked. You're cooked. Man, that's funny that you wanted us to tell you that you're cooked. Let's look for just a quickie on the charts, man. I'm going to give you just a little bit to enjoy it because you're a returning customer over here, okay? Look at this, okay? This is the SPX 6900. All you can see is distribution. You can see head and shoulder type distribution. You can see attempts to rally and selling, okay? This is what CM beautifully calls, where is it? I don't have the swan, CM. I don't have the swan, so I'm going to use this. This is what CM refers to as the PP man. There's someone that is just, peeing every time there's a rally. Every time there's a rally. SPX is actually like one of the short candidates we had in the past couple of weeks. We shorted it with somewhat of success, not big. It's not being sold beautifully, but it's definitely not on the strong side. So, if you're in profit on this, better take profits. If you're at a loss, better take that loss and move forward. By the way, everyone, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to join to see how we do it, you can always join our VIP, scan the QR code, come check that out. Let's take a look at Toshi, CM. Toshi, Toshi, let's see, how much volume does Toshi have? Let me just see it over here for just 1 second, sorry. Toshi. Let's see the volume on Toshi right now. Look, so you can see that the volume on Toshi, at least on Mexi, is 500K a day. It's nothing. It's not really a tradable asset too much, and it also has the PP kind of man. Every time someone is trying to pump it, probably retail, okay, you get smashed. People retail get smashed. Probably insiders are selling it and whatever. Now you can see it happened each time, right? The only real kind of, you had a blow off top here in the past, in the inception of this. I remember people talking about Toshi being all the rage, and of course insiders were selling, clear manipulation on a shit coin, and it's going sideways. Can it have a brighter future? Maybe, okay, if it all of a sudden decides to get out of this sideways action at one day, maybe it can become interesting again if the volume picks up, if it has like much more volume. I think it's on Binance, or maybe on Binance it has a little bit more volume, but anyway, as long as it's within this range over here, not really interesting at all. And it can go down because it's just scammy type coin. But again, in the future, if things change, for example, the market recovers for some reason, can happen, things can change if macro, printing, whatever happens. So maybe Toshi can get out of it. SPX looks different. Looks like it topped, because it's already a coin that has been, washed away with the Murad dude. Toshi is a bit of a newer coin. Maybe it can have another run in the future if things happen, but for now it's just cooked. So right now it's just cooked. What do you think, CM?
Let's look on this crap.
Go.
One man. Oh boy, man. It's as long as it's below. Look at the 200-week MA. Oh my God, this angle is horrible. This is going to zero, okay? And it's below, under the 50-week. Whenever you see a coin under its 50-week MA, it's rubbish. It's rubbish. It's a waste of time, really. Man, who is this guy, man? The ascending giant. No, ancient. The ascending ancient. Man, we invite you. Stop with the ascending nonsense, man. All you buying is descending crap. That's what you buy, man. Stop with this nonsense. Join a service that will teach you how to trade. Man, you are buying useless pieces of Ponzi's that will go to zero. You are now all soon gonna trigger a Bitcoin bear market. This one coin is going to zero, man. You're gonna lose everything. Do yourself a favor, dump it all now. Use the cash to buy the membership. It's dirt cheap, and stop buying descending toxic Ponzi's. My goodness. SPX Scammy, yes sir. KTA, KTA. Let's look on this wrap. Ooh, listed on Coinbase recently. Ooh, wow.
I wonder if it's down.
Oh wow. Let's look on the big one, big chart. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know when it was listed on Coinbase, but it just made a lower low here. It's a new coin, volatile. I don't like it. I don't. There is no edge at the moment. Maybe later. At the moment, it's just another Ponzi in the pile of Ponzi's.
When will people start understanding all these listings? All right, they were exit liquidity, for insiders on retail. Retail were, oh, it's a listing, let's buy it, and then insiders dump on you. They don't understand. We covered it so many times. Covered it.
Retail are baboons, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Hey guys, having fun enjoying your teaching. Thanks to you, I almost finished my rehab from being a baboon. You see, that's it.
That's good.
That's an ex baboon, Phoenix. Phoenix is an ex baboon.
Ex baboon.
Now instead of eating bananas, he's actually eating ROIs. Actually making some ROIs with us in the membership. Good.
Let's go. Orhan is calling us the baboon killers, CM. How are you liking that? The new nickname we got. We're the baboon killers.
I don't like it. We're not killing anyone, man. We trade to make ROI for us and for our members. We don't give an F about the baboon. If you want to be a baboon and eat bananas, you go for it, man. You wanna be a baboon and eat a dog poop for lunch? Go for it, man. I don't give an F. My job, my life. I have my life. I have a journey to collect ROI and to grow wealthy. That's what I want, and that's what is gonna happen, because that's my route, man. My route is, man, unstoppable. Get me? You wanna join? The money machine? Sure. VIP, join VIP. You wanna be a baboon? Be a baboon. I don't give an F. We're not killing anything. We're nice people.
That's true. Very nice.
Caesar, another clown, another mega clown, posted on X. He recently bought Alice BCH cookie.
My God, I can't believe it, man. These people are watching these freaking shits. But he's the worst. He's the worst trader I've seen on YouTube, man. The worst trader, man. At least the other people, the men from the woods and the galaxy doomed man, they say they're like long-term hold or whatever. So they understand they have no edge. But this person is calling himself a trader, man. Come on.
Mr. Moroccan. Mr. Moroccan, have some dignity and respect to the Moroccan people. They have some brains. Moroccan people have brains. They are skeptic, and they definitely not following clown from the US with pimples and a little beard and bald motherfucker. You know what I mean? Stop following losers, man. You follow losers. We're not gonna even look on them, because these all coins are cooked, man. They're cooked, useless rubbish.
Man, I can't believe how bad this dude really is. The Caesar dude, he's so bad. In the past, people were coming to me asking me about XCN, because he was pushing XCN all through the downturn, right? We made money when it pumped up, all right? Then, so this is what he is. He chases after you have a pump. Then when it comes back down, it's like, oh, I'm going to buy it now, and it only comes back down, and he averages down all the time. He buys on the way down. That's calling average down. And there is a very known saying by one of the top legends, okay, top investing legends, Paul Tudor Jones. If you don't know who that man is, ladies and gentlemen, you must Google or ChatGPT him. Paul Tudor Jones, a legend. He has a very known phrase saying, only losers average losers. Okay, again, only losers average losers. What does that mean? That only people that lose money, losers, will average on top of a losing asset, so on the way down. So averaging down is the worst idea you can do, the worst tactic, the worst. You will always get smashed, cooked eventually. Every now and then you'll get lucky a little bit because the market will kind of smooth you, pookie a little bit, so you can be happy, and then bam, take you all the way down. Okay, so the Caesar dude, just stop watching him, stop following him, unsubscribe, report him to YouTube. Okay, report him to YouTube, because it's a complete scam that will take all of your money away. Not because he's going to take it to himself, because he's just trying to make money out of YouTube with all his videos, and he's going to do anything and everything. He doesn't care. Just report him. That's what you need to do. He's a complete sham.
Yeah, man. He's a baboon. He's a baboon with a license.
He's a baboon with a YouTube channel. YouTube channel.
YouTube gave him a license to shield cryptos, you know, the baboon. And now he's a mega baboon. And because of all his audience now, and he have a huge now views on his latest videos, so his baboon ego is just going enormous. So he is a horrible person to follow, because first, he's a baboon. Second, he's not a trader. Third, he's never going to tell you where to put your stops. If you buy or trade crypto without stops, you're not trading, you're gambling. Why? Because you're buying Ponzi schemes that can dump on you at any moment. That's why you're gambling.
Man, you want to hear something very funny, because I remembered something. I said baboon, his name is Caesar, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, what's the name of the ape from Planet of the Apes film? His name is Caesar. The name of the ape from the baboon, the big baboon. Well, he was a smart baboon, but you know, still a little bit funny, man. You know, it's the name of the baboon from the Planet of the Apes. I don't know, funny.
The Moroccan guys already lost with CG in meme coins. Thank God I found your channel. Love you all, man. Thank you for your love and support, man. Just make sure you filter your information, because these days we live in an era that information is a disease. It's a disease because, you know, you have information coming into your brain all the time, consistently. You gotta do a detox from your information diet. You know what I mean? Stop eating everything you see. Okay, stop. Do a fasting of the information that you get. You know, do a Ramadan, man, on the YouTube clowns and baboons. Go for a Ramadan. Detox yourself from all of them and watch only us and maybe a few others, you know, that actually, you know, teach you how to trade and give you a vibe, an angle that will protect you, because we are already warning people from an upcoming bear market. These clowns, they're gonna lull you into the peak of the Deca cycle, which will completely wipe you out, man. You completely wipe you out.
Most definitely.
Because of Bitcoin bouncing, do you think yesterday's shorts are cooked? I don't think nothing, man. And this is just, you know, a short-term volatility. If you have a position, you know, you have a stop on it, you have a take profits targets, that's it. Easy peasy. Don't think about it. You think it's bouncing, man. This is short-term bullshit, okay? It can get a big smack in the face at any moment, right? If it bounce and break out, and if you have shorts open and your stops are triggered, it's okay. Just another trade, man. Just another trade. You know, that's trading, man. You know what I mean? Jomo, people are like, they're so emotional about the trading. Like, man, what are you so emotional about the trade? It's just like going to a supermarket and see the cashier getting emotional for taking cash from the people that want to buy his merchandise. You know what I mean? Or going to, I don't know, the bank and see the guy, on the cash taking your money, like getting emotional. Man,
That's the thing. That's the thing, man. See, look, you know what, CM?
it's the
I'll
job.
remind you how it was when we were beginners. So when you don't understand that as a trader and as an investor, you have losses. Why? Because you don't know the future. You can only make, good decisions based on probabilities. Okay. And probabilities, they can be wrong. Even a coin flip, all right, is a 50% probability, like a coin flip, right? So, but the thing that people do not understand, okay, is, let's say, again, and I give this analogy a lot. Let's say a coin flip. I would give you $3 on every time you have heads, and you will lose $1 every time you get tails. Okay? In that scenario, would you care about losing $1 on tails if every time you have heads you get $3? You won't. Even if you have 5 or 6 or 7, tails in a row, you lose $7. You only need 2 heads, or to make that money back, and then the third tail is going to make you profitable. Okay. Now, this concept, why do I say this? Because this concept is like trading. In trading, you have probabilities. Let's say it's a 50-50. That's why we have stop losses. Our stop losses, we use $1 on average, let's call it, right? And we make $3 to $4 on every winner we have, right? So we just want to keep on doing, that coin flip, let's call it. In this case, it's coin selection, okay? To make sure that the probabilities and the statistics work in our favor. And that's when you get to the understanding that the losses that you have, even if they come, in variance, like in bunches, like 3 losses here, 5 losses there, and 10 losses every now and then, because the market is kind of choppy, fishy, whatever, okay, that happens. But when the variance, gets back and the statistics pans out, all your gains will flush away the losses, and that's how your P&L grows over time. People are too stuck in the moment, CM. They see 1 trade or 2 trades or 4 trades, and all of a sudden, oh my God, 4 losing trades in a row. Whoa! It's just part of the probability. It's part of the statistics, okay? If you'll be patient enough, if you have good risk management and you have good, correct position sizing, then your losses are small, okay, and acceptable. It's just like expenses in a business. In a business, you have expenses first, and then you have, profits. That's how it works. Same thing in trading. Those losses, they are your expenses, okay? And you need to have expenses in order to have gains, okay? That's how you need to think. That's the mindset. And until you get that mindset, you will not be successful, because you'll always be fearful on the choppy times, on the let's call it the negative side of the variance. Okay. Now again, if you guys need a hand to understand this, we have courses that explain this specifically. Okay. Now you can go join the VIP, check it out. We have also the bootcamp coming next week. On Wednesday, you can come join that up. We have a coupon code for you on that also. Come understand. It doesn't take a lot, okay? If you are alone, it will take you a lot of time, because you won't know where to dig and take this information and someone to navigate you. But if you can't join the VIP or the lead VIP or the bootcamp, you will get that information. You will get that things from us, and you will start being on the correct path of things. As CM said, you will stop being baboons and start acting like professionals. And that's where you see a pivot from all this fear of missing out, fear of losing open profits, fear of losing money. All this will kind of vanish. And the only thing you will have in mind is, all right, this is the game, right? What are the rules, right? The rules are these are the rules. Boom, I'm going to lean on the rules, lean on the statistics, lean on the edge. Done. Okay, and then you will get to what CM and I are like. Oh, you have a loss here, boom. Okay, move on. Have a loss there, boom, boom. You have 7 losses in a row, no biggie, because on the 8th trade it's going to be a mega trade. You erase all the losses, and bam, you're in profit, because that was a big trade. Just the other day, CM took a light trade that in 2 days made 100%. Just this month, we had like what, 4 or 5 doubles, CM. Just this month. 4 or 5 doubles while the market is choppy. People are panicking. People lost all their money on the accounts because of the liquidation of October 11th. We had 5 doubles, okay? Exactly. And people don't understand that because they're looking on one individual trades. Yes, we had what, 20 trades, 30 trades, some were small losses, some were small wins, 5 were huge wins. And that's why this month was a huge month for us. Yeah. This was the best month of the year for us when other people got smoked. Okay, so that's what we're trying to say. And it's not about 1 or 2 or 3 trades. It's about the consistency of trades you take in a month, over 6 months, and over a year, and over a lifetime as a trader. Okay, it's not about the next trade. It's about the next 100 trades, the next 1,000 trades that you will take over time that will be consistent. And then you don't care about 1 losing trades or 5 losing trades. They don't matter because you understand the long-term perspective. That's how you become professional. Come check us out. Take your phone out, scan the QR code, scan it, go check it out, and do yourself a favor. Instead of losing money in the markets, invest it in knowledge with us.
By the way, you can join lifetime. We have a lifetime membership on our VIP. Check it out. This really gonna change your life. You pay one time. If you want to pay crypto, drop me an email and you sorted for life. You're gonna be in our Telegram lifetime VIP channel. You're gonna be in our WAP for life. You're gonna get all our courses, all our market updates and trade alerts for fucking life, my friend. That's
Exactly.
that's unbelievable. And Jomo, this, you tell this guy, oh, if you take a little loss here, the problem is with people, they don't have the know-how. When I was in my first year or two, free, I didn't have like my strategy, completely ingrained in my
You were a
brain.
baboon. You were
Yeah,
a baboon.
I wasn't a baboon. I was a baboon at first, but let's say at the bear market of 2018, yeah, I was a baboon of the baboons. But at 2019, 2020, I dropped my banana. Okay, dropped my banana. I became like a panther, but still a baboon panther now. But then I found my edge. I found my edge. The problem, people don't have an edge. So even if they take a loss and another loss, they're probably gonna take more losses because they have no edge, or they're gonna cut their winners short and keep their losers for longer time. They have no
That's
edge,
the biggest problem.
no rules. They are dumbasses, they're dumbass. And most people will never come to the levels of what we and you and other professional long-term traders or traders are having, because they will not survive the chop. They will not be able to survive the chop of their account and the wiping out of their account multiple times.
Exactly.
If they join the VIP, then they have a mentor, okay, that gives them a market update every day. And then they calm down. Okay, I have what I'm doing now. Okay, people asking themselves, oh, what I'm doing today, what am I doing? Now they see the market update. Okay, what CM is doing, what Jomo is doing.
Exactly.
Show them all the trades on the radar, all the upcoming trades we're waiting. Waiting is also a part of action. We are
Exactly.
waiting. These people, they don't understand waiting is an action. They don't understand. They don't even understand that you can actually possibly sit in cash for a year waiting for the next big trade.
Yeah.
They don't understand. They need guidance. People need guidance. This market is brutal, man. It's brutal, man.
I started making more money, CM, when I started losing less. Okay, even more, because the edge was the first thing that propelled me to be consistent. But it was learning to sit on my hands and do nothing when the edge goes away that helped me make more money or ROI, because I keep it, right? I keep it. I don't lose it all back. Okay, because when people get firstly an edge, they get an edge. They don't understand market environments. They don't understand, how to look at everything from a holistic standpoint, and then they lose everything back again because they don't understand that it changes. Okay, but when you start understanding, oh, I can sit down or take small trades with very small minimum risk just to check the market out, that's when you make all that ROI, and then you don't lose it back, or you don't lose half of it. Okay, maybe you lose 5% of it until the next run up. Okay, and so on and so forth. Anyway, Sam, I need to bounce. Are you going to continue? Are you going to stay?
I'm gonna give them another couple of minutes before I'm done.
All right,
So if
cool.
they have any question, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I need to go. Everyone, thank you very much. See, and have a continued beautiful day. I'll stay in contact with you later. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, mate. Look, Mr. Moroccan, Michael Saylor can dump all his BTC during the bear. He will ruin his reputation. It's not about reputation, man. It's about survival. It's about survival. Once it's gonna be bearish environment, and you're gonna get black swans coming left, right, and center, and MicroStrategy stock is gonna collapse. I'll show you the MSTR chart that people don't even look at because they are baboons. Look at, okay, let's look on the MSTR. You can see MSTR chart already triggered a bear market, okay, Mr. Moroccan. Now, in my opinion, it goes minimum to the 200-week MA. Minimum, it's at $130 in the coming months, okay? Now, in my humble opinion, I think MSTR is going to do now a .com crash. I'll show you the .com crash of MSTR. It will shock you. This is the .com crash of MSTR, collapsed from 347 all the way to below $1, man. 0.44. This crash is bigger than any kind of a shitcoin crash you've seen. It's a rug pull, man. It's a rug pull, man, of a stock. Oh, it's on the stock market. Oh, Mr. Moroccan, stop being naive. Once MSTR gonna trigger a bear market, what do you think they're gonna do with their Bitcoin? The stock price is gonna go down. Investors gonna capitulate on their stock. The company will take a huge hit and losses, and they're gonna unwind their Bitcoin, their stinky Bitcoin. What the time will be on now. Once they're gonna start unwinding, Bitcoin will take the biggest crash he ever saw. I'm telling you, man. The next bear market is gonna be brutal, man. It's gonna be full of black swans related to these big companies that are unwinding their Bitcoins. We're talking Grayscale, BlackRock, Tesla, all of them gonna unwind. I believe. That's what I believe, man. I might be completely wrong, Moroccan, but I'll tell you something. Look at the history of Bitcoin. The history of Bitcoin tell you, hey, the top might be in 2026. If you look on the history, gonna be brutal bear market for Bitcoin. Usually, you see, look, 2014, Bitcoin collapsed almost like 85 or something percent. 2018, Bitcoin collapsed 85%, something like that. 2022, Bitcoin collapsed 80 or 78%. What do you think gonna happen in 2026? Don't fight the trend. The trend tells you, hey, nasty stuff are coming in 2026. I don't give an F about, trying to wake up people. I don't give an F. I'm just doing my thingy, living my life, trading this market. That's what I do, man, for living. On the side note, I'm doing this, YouTube nonsense. And yeah, my main thing is guide people to become amazing traders. That's what I want people to become, a good traders, okay? Not the baboons, okay? We're here to fight the disease on YouTube. They all want you to be a baboon to hold their stupid coins. No, don't hold any coin. They're all crap Ponzi's. You will see 2026 will prove you that all this market is full of Ponzi's. Hot air going to collapse from the skies to zero. You will see, to zero. Then they're going to bottom out, and the best one will start a new bull run. That's how it goes. But the bear market is a horrible place. You don't want to hold anything. Everything is going to zero in 2026. In my opinion, not a financial advice. What do we have here? Yes, baboons don't understand risk management. You are correct. I tried to stop him, but he thinks for some reason the baboons can understand his metaphors on the nonsense, coin flip and nonsense. Anyway, some people they don't see the reality. Like you always said, risk management is the thing, is the key that make the difference in trading. Yeah, risk management is very, very essential part of trading. Do you guys trade gold? I trade gold sometimes, actually trade the crypto gold. It's called PaxG, but at the moment, I'm not buying it. I'm gonna wait for the next accumulation range or continuation trade on gold, maybe before I'm buying. At the moment, nothing. I'm not buying it. It's extended. Make a plan, wait for the setup, set invalidation, go fishing, tape slaves wreck themselves with emotions. Here for the laugh, CM funny as fuck. Good job, man. Top man. See, that's good. That's a trader. That's a trader mindset. Yeah, boss mindset. Make a plan, wait for the setup. The problem, sir, most people don't know what is a setup. You know what I mean? They don't know what is a setup. You don't want what is trade setup because they're so insane. They're so dumb. They don't even look on charts. If you don't look on charts, you don't know what is a setup. If you don't know what is a setup, you cannot find an entry. You cannot put your stops. You don't have nothing. You cooked. You, on the other hand, So shout out to you, Mr. K Possum. Morning, CM Jomo from Dubai. Salam alaikum, Mr. Dubai. How you doing? Tell me, which floor do you live in? Your building. What floor do you live? 20, 30, 500? Drop the number. We want to hear. Thank you, CM. Cheers, mate. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I'm in PaxG now. Okay. I want to short altcoins during the bear market. What package of VIP shall I join to know when to short? Well, all packages, man. All packages, you get all our trade alerts. Shorts for us is a trade alert. We get longs, we get shorts, the same. Take VIP for 4 months. Do yourself a favor because, don't join for the 1 month, Moroccan. The 1 month is nonsense because people are not committing. They come for 1 month and then if the market is good and they print, cool. But sometimes the market is not so good. So they're not printing. And then obviously they are new. So it takes time for them to implement the strategy and learn how to trade on the exchanges and stuff like that. So, they just fuck it up and move on. Take the 4 month and really, you're going to get all our trade alerts, all our market updates, access to all our trading courses, which are amazing. Check out the trading courses. And yeah, man, whenever you join. We're already shorting, looking for shorts, man. Now, once Bitcoin gonna collapse, they're gonna crash. The altcoins will crash bad, man. That's what's gonna happen. I'll show you now. I'll show you one quickly. And so look, this is dominance. Okay, Bitcoin dominance telling you, hey, look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance tell you it's going up. Okay, it's going up now. It's in an uptrend. Short-term uptrend since September. Not good for altcoins. Not good for altcoins. If you look on ETH, okay, ETH looks toppy as F. Okay, you can see. Let me go log scale out of the log scale. You can see it looks toppy, man. It's not looking good. Yes, it can bounce. It can bounce. But this is not looking good. This is not looking good. This part of the chart not looking good. This is not how bullish continuation look like. This is how bullish continuation look like. You see this tightening of the candles, little shakeout, but then bam, here chop volatility. Volatility is not bullish. Okay, so yeah, once Bitcoin, look, I'll show you. Once Bitcoin will start losing these levels, if it's gonna happen, maybe it will not. Maybe it will miraculously go to the moon. And if that happens, sure, we're gonna long crypto. But if it start losing this level, man, okay, this level and this low here, it can dump. It can dump. Then we're gonna have some shorts to capitulate on the move. Then maybe it's gonna bounce. Okay, maybe we'll close shorts. Maybe we'll go some longs, and then it's probably gonna bounce for a couple of days, weeks, whatever. And then it's gonna trigger the real bear. Then we go short, and that's it. We're gonna go short and hold short position for a while. Obviously, always shorting more coins, more setups. So yeah, man, it's a journey. It's a journey full of opportunities. The crypto. And then, guys, have a wonderful day in life. And yeah, man, check it out, man. You have the link. Check it out. It's all in English. You have lifetime. You have 1 month. You have 4 months. You have elite VIP. You have regular VIP. Check it out, man. Go over there. Simple and nice and clean website we have. You can scan the QR code and it will take you there, man.